We have installed a weather station with a wind sensor, rainfall gauge, and camera on 6 Cornish beaches to help us understand under what conditions sand is blown from the beach into the dunes. This is important for working out why some dune systems are better developed than others. Strong winds blowing from the beach into the dunes are necessary for developing healthy and growing dunes, but there is more to the story. And this is where the information collected by the weather station comes in. The strength of the wind and the direction the wind is blowing from are the most important factors for dune formation. Our wind sensor measures both. The stronger the wind, the more sand can be transported into the dunes. The size of the beach is also really important. If the beach was very narrow, such as during high tide, there is not much opportunity for the wind to pick up sand from the beach. A wide beach at low tide is much more favourable for sand transport. The direction of the wind plays a role too. If the wind is blowing towards the dunes at an angle that isn't directly on shore, the wind is able to influence a larger area of the beach and is able to move more sand across it. It also greatly helps if the sand on the beach is dry. Beaches in Cornwall have very large tides, and the beaches tend to be much wetter during the falling tides than the rising tide. So we can expect a lot more sand transport from the beach to dune during the rising tide. Finally, when it rains, sediment transport by wind completely shuts down, even when the wind is very strong and blowing on shore. Our rainfall gauge will not only tell us whether it rains or not, but also how much it rains. In summary, the weather station can be used to identify how often and for how long conditions are favourable to blow sand in the dunes. The optimal conditions are strong winds, blowing under an angle towards the dunes when the tide is rising and the sand is dry. It is surprising how infrequently all this happens together, and this can explain why on some of our beaches our dunes are so poorly developed.